A full-time substitute teacher was fired after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis complained about a video that was of empty bookshelves. So this teacher had posted this video to social media. Here it is. You can see, of course, empty bookshelves everywhere. This is Florida, everybody. Now, the teacher, named Brian Covey, is the one who posted this to social media on Twitter. You know, look, he ended up being fired 3 weeks later. Now, in an interview with Popular Information, Judd Legum does great reporting, by the way, Covey said that administrators at Mandarin Middle School in Duval County were actually aware that he had posted this video and was fine with it. Like, oh yeah, no, this is a reality. This is what's going on. Now, Covey had worked as a full-time substitute teacher at the district since early October of 2022 and never had any issues. In fact, he had been praised for, you know, handling a classroom full of unruly math students. I couldn't imagine, right? Well, never had any issues, of course, until he embarrassed the governor of Florida. On February 14th, a reporter asked DeSantis about images posted to social media and the aforementioned video of bookshelves that were empty in Duval County. DeSantis has responded in a press conference that the video was a fake narrative. Fake news, not true. Oh, we have plenty of books. The bookshelves aren't empty. Of course not. This is just mainstream media fake news propaganda. Except that it wasn't. Because, look, you saw the evidence yourself, and you know what's going on in Florida. You know the laws that DeSantis has put into place that have targeted teachers. And so I'll get to the details of how devastating this has been on just access to books later on. But first, Covey tells Popular Information that on February 15th, he was fired in a 45-second phone call. In the brief call from the staffing agency that placed him in the position, Educated Staffing Solutions, Covey was told that he had violated the school's social media and cell phone policies and was the subject of several complaints. You were the subject of several complaints. Yes, because it was Ron DeSantis that was complaining. Now, a spokesperson for Duval County Public Schools, DCPS, Tracy Pierce, told Popular Information that Covey was terminated for misrepresentation of the books available to students in the school's library and the disruption this misrepresentation has caused. That conduct, they said, violated social media and cell phone policies of Covey's employer. BS. Not buying that ridiculous bullshit excuse, okay? Look, Ron DeSantis saw the video, saw the backlash, and he got feels. And so what Ron DeSantis is doing, what Ron DeSantis has done, because he's done this to Rebecca Jones as well. This is a person that, by the way, was putting out information, accurate information about COVID deaths and illnesses in Florida until she got fired. Well, he decided, no, we're going to get rid of this guy because he's embarrassing me. He's actually showing the truth about what's going on here. We can't have that because that gets me backlash. And I'm trying to run, or maybe I might run for president. So look, they removed these books. The reason that they're the empty bookshelves is because Republicans had passed these laws signed by Ron DeSantis, who had championed in these laws, in order to remove any books that they deemed to be offensive. And in their words, of course, offensive is anything that mentions race, anything that mentions LGBTQIA plus couples or lifestyles, anything that is not, what is that? Politically correct. And that's what this is. This is political correctness from the people who complain about political correctness. ironic. Now, look, one of the laws passed by DeSantis and Republicans requires all library books to be reviewed by a certified media specialist. So now, as a result of having these reviews be done, well, there's not enough reviewers, for one. And so what you have is 1.5 million books currently inaccessible to students. They haven't been reviewed yet. It's amazing. One of the issues here is that, again, most middle schools and high schools, including Mandarin Middle School, where this happened, where Covey was fired from, did not have a certified media specialist on staff. And by the way, you could just say, well, why don't they hire more certified media specialists? Who wants to do that? They have to comb through all these different books looking for things that they think might upset right-wingers. Now, if they make a wrong decision, they remove a potentially good book from circulation, not allowing anybody to be able to read it, at least when it comes to schools. But, you know, if they mess up and there's a book that offends right-wingers, well, then they could get fired or even put in jail thanks to these laws. This is absolute insanity. And as a result, according to a fact sheet released by DCPS on February 17th, just 6,000 books have been approved for student use. 6,000 out of 1.5 million. 99.725% of the books in the DCPS system remain inaccessible. And who knows for how long? And of course, who knows if they're going to change their minds in Florida to what is an acceptable or what is not an acceptable book. So look, that's the reality of the situation going on in Florida. And of course, Ron DeSantis is going to deny it. He's going to blame the media. He's going to pull out all the ridiculous tricks that a lot of right-wingers do. But this is the reality of the situation. This is what you've created. Empty bookshelves. And in order to try to hide what you're doing, you're just going to fire people for exposing the truth. Now, Covey said this to Popular Information, quote, "I didn't want to be the face and have the governor calling me out and losing my job over this. But it was more important to me to stand up to my principles and show my kids that when you see something that's not right, you should document it and say something." To that I say 100%. I think Covey is a good, a real American standing up against censorship. He's a patriot. And what does that make Ron DeSantis? Makes him a fascist.